Hi tourism bobcats, it's Miss Marin here with today's Read Aloud, and today I'll be reading a book called Not Quite Narwhal by Jessie Sima. Not Quite Narwhal. Does that look like a narwhal to you? I don't think so. I think it looks more like a unicorn. I wonder what's going to happen in this story. Is it about a narwhal or is it about a unicorn? We'll see. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. That's kelp. He knew early on that he was different from the other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different taste in food. See down here? And he wasn't very good at swimming. Aw, poor kelp. He looks a little sad because he looks a little different from the other narwhals. Do you guys think that he's a narwhal? I don't think so. Maybe he thinks he's a narwhal. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't either. Oh, nice. His friends are nice. They don't care that he's a little bit different. They still accept him for the way he is. That is, until he was swept away by a strong current. I wish I were a better swimmer, says Kelp. Poor Kelp, oh no. Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he'd ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious-looking creature. Do you guys see it? It looked so familiar. It looked like kelp. I think that's a unicorn. Kelp swam towards land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up to the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a bit anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. Do you guys think Kelp's going to be able to walk on land? I think so. I think it's because he's a unicorn. He just doesn't know it yet. Oh, there he goes. He's trying to walk like the crab. Oof, he tripped and fell. Because he's not a crab, he's a unicorn, so he doesn't walk like crabs do. Crabs walk sideways. It wasn't. He's not a frog, so he's not gonna be able to hop all the time. Ow, Kelp says. Eventually, he got the hang of it. Now this he can walk like a turtle. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Look at how dark it is. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, what do you think? Do you think he finds the other unicorn? I think so. Land narwhals! They're not land narwhals, they're unicorns. But I mean, he does think he's a narwhal. Oh, let's see. Actually, we're unicorns. And by the looks of it, so are you. I thought it was pretty silly. Land narwhals, another name for unicorns. Kind of like it. They do have lots of similarities. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. We call them horns. Wow, he shoots rainbows out of his horn. They introduced him to unicorn delicates. It's a unicorn. Ha, you guys get it? Unicorn? Because like a unicorn, but it's an ice cream cone. Unicorn. That's silly. I like it. And they showed him how to gallop. Oh, look. There was no doubt that Kelp was in fact a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. Unicorns still look like they're having lots of fun. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Oh, I think he misses them. Don't you think? Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Come back soon, they say. Even the crab is there. Kelp swam towards home as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, because he's not a good swimmer, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Hey, look, the narwhals say, "Welcome home." Kelp! They look very happy to see him. Kelp took a deep breath and told his friends the news. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't. They knew this whole time that he wasn't a narwhal, that he was a unicorn. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. They took it quite well. Oh, so they knew that he wasn't a narwhal from the very beginning, but they're still friends. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with the unicorns, he couldn't seem to forget them. Did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe, I wonder what he realized. Maybe he can do both. He can be a land narwhal, or a unicorn, or a sea unicorn. Narwhal. Just maybe. Oh, he brought them together. He didn't have to choose. And now we have the unicorns and the narwhals being friends together, thanks to Kelp, who brought them together. The end. And look over here. It says, I'm a unicorn. That's not a unicorn. That's a rhino. The end. I hope you guys liked the story. I liked it a lot. I learned that, even though people might be different sometimes, we can still be friends and still, play together. You might have friends that might be different. You might have more than a couple of friends who might be different, but you can always bring them together just like how Kelp did with the narwhals and the unicorns. So here's hoping that you guys have a fantastic day of having tons of fun and playing with friends, just like how Kelp did today. All right. If you liked the read aloud, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you next time.